this wasn't history making in terms of a maiden title. This was normal service continued. Kilkerrin Clonberne are the best club side right now in terms of the LGFA. They've won another final by 18 points to a goal and 9 against Ballymacarbry. They played Ballymac in the semi-finals last year, absolutely demolished them. Ballymac came a bit stronger this time, but the reality is Kilkerrin were in control for most of this game, and really nobody can deny they are the best in the business right now. 3 in a row, worthy winners again.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I think, look, the scoreline does show that, it does reflect how Ballymacarbry did rally a bit in the end as well. But look, let's be real, Kilkerrin and Clonberne were completely in control throughout, and it was a late run of scores, a late bit of fight from Ballymacarbry that's kind of made the scoreline look very, very respectable, I suppose, for them. Obviously, look, it's still a 6-point win. It's still a strong mental win. But, there was a bit of a late rally in there too. I think they just, they were just, they do just look streets ahead. And, it was just, it's just been a really, really strong couple of years from them as well. They have some serious players. You look at the forwards in particular as well. The forwards were just absolutely, completely free scoring as well. Look, between the two noons that Ballymacarbry just had no real answer for them as well. And I suppose, look, it's another year where Ballymacarbry, they've the Waterford seems to be the given for them, but it's another year without quite making the jump to pushing towards an All Ireland that we got this year. They're in an All Ireland final, but look, they will be disappointed considering coming out of Waterford every single year that they haven't managed to get over the line in the big one yet.
Yeah, well, the reality is look, that was their first final since 1998. None of those players had ever played in one before, and they were coming up against a Kilkerrin Clonberne side that have been the dominant team. And the minute that they beat Kilmacud Crokes, I just didn't see a way that Kilkerrin wouldn't win this final. I saw whoever wins that semi-final between Kilmacud and Kilkerrin, for me, takes the final as well. Look, the reality is their forwards are ridiculous. You've got Chloe Miskell kicking 5 points from play, Lindsay Noon kicking 4 points from play in the All-Ireland final. Then you've got Olivia Dively kicking 2, 1 from a free. You've got then, of course, Eva Noon kicking 6 points, 1 of those from a free. So 5 points from play from her as well. That's ridiculously good forwards against a very, very strong Ballymacarbry defence. And the reality is Ballymac went through years then from 98 up until the present day where they weren't turning Waterford titles into even Munster titles. And so they've taken steps forward in the past 2 seasons, but they will feel an itch and a need to go now and win an All-Ireland club title. But the reality is Kilkerrin are that good. They are just that they were tested in every single way that you could imagine that they would be tested. Kilmacud brought them to the brink. The Galway Championship was not easy for them this year. And look, Ballymac did put it up to them in the final. They were tested in every way that you could imagine. They proved that they're the best again. And they're one of those club sides, I would compare them to Curfin, that I'd say on the men's side, that I'd say we're now in a stage where they've won 3 in a row. And there's a similar story arc there that they, were heartbroken a couple of years in a row. But then when they broke through and they actually beat Donaghmoyne in the final, when they actually beat Mourne-Abbey, when they actually beat Mourne-Abbey in the final, they haven't looked back. They put 3 in a row now. And very similar to Curfin, it's this type of thing that you're looking at them thinking, God, who can beat this thing?
Yeah, and look, and it's similar to many other great teams as well, is that they flourish when they get to Croke Park as well, and that they just seem to get better as the year goes on and on as well. That like you said, they found a little bit tougher in Galway this year as well in the early stages of the championship, but they've just got absolutely better and better. And that, you're right in saying that Kilmacud game was always going to be an absolute kind of dogfight between them. That did seem to have All Ireland on the line really there as well. That look, like you said, we know the history between Kilkerrin Clonberne and Ballymacarbry. They were always going to be heavy favourites coming in here as well. And look, they probably did know in their head that if they get over the line against Crokes in the Shane Walsh derby, that they knew that they'd be fine. Yeah, no, look, like you said, I think it's just having that caliber of forward. You listed for the 4 players up there in the forward line kicking all the scores. I think maybe they've one score outside as well. So look, they know where their scores come from. They know that they're inside forwards. It's going to take some serious work to mark them. And look, look, Ballymacarbry just didn't have an answer for that as well. They know it's effective for them as well. They know they've got talent up front as well. They're good at the back too. So look, they're a serious side, and like there's no indication to say that they won't be back here this time next year as well, going for the steps again.
Yeah, like I think we probably will see them back here next year anyway. Just before we move on, I'm gonna give a shout out to the other final winners. Clanmorris from Kerry, they beat Nafina from Meath in the intermediate Camogie Club final, 1-7 to 7 points. In the junior football club final, O'Donovan Rossa beat Claremorris by 2-7 to 11 points. And then, of course, Glanmire were fantastic in the intermediate club football final. They beat Ballinamore Sean O'Heslins by 5 goals and 8 points to 1 goal and 6. A 5-star display, no doubt about that. So congratulations to all the champions.